What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I'm Hannah, and I'm gonna go on a walk down the street and buy some milk and walk around the neighborhood. So I thought that I would take you with me. Okay, let's go. Here's my door. I'm going to open the door handle, open. I forgot my keys. Okay, my keys. Here are my keys. Let's do this again. Okay, opening the door. Gonna lock the door. And now we are going to go down the stairs. Okay, we've got more stairs. Here actually is where I do my laundry. So this is in the basement. We have 2 washing machines, 2 dryers. One of these does not work. So this machine does not work. So we have 1 washing machine for everybody in my apartment. Recycling and trash. You can see a lot of these people have balconies. Here's some people's cars. They have a nice parking spot. A very small door. I don't know who fits in there. Some graffiti here. Okay, so I have to record the rest of this separately because it was very windy and I don't know what happened, but it was so windy that you could not hear me. So I'm doing this separately. So here I am walking down the street. We see a man with his dog, a man walking his dog. I am on the sidewalk. You see on the right, there are cars parked. They are parallel parked. Where I live in Boston, there are a lot of college students because there are a lot of colleges in Boston. There is Boston University, which is actually on the street that we're walking. There is famous colleges that you've heard of: Harvard, MIT, there's Boston College. I went to Massachusetts College of Art and Design. So, the area where I live, there's a lot of college students. So, usually, you will see a lot of people walking down the sidewalk, but the weather today is very cold, very windy, so I think a lot of people decided to stay inside. There is a ladybug stone and a turtle. Hi, turtle. Where I live, it's very residential, a lot of different apartment buildings. A man is riding his bike. 2 bikes locked to a pole, to a sign. Here on the right, you will see chairs and tables. This is in front of a restaurant, so when the weather is nice, these chairs are set up and people can eat outside. Some pretty flowers, pretty red flowers. Here is the train. This is the Boston Public Transportation System. That is the Green Line, which is not a great train line. I'm sorry that this video is so wobbly right now. I'm not sure what's happening. But here we go. We're walking down the street. In between the sidewalk and the cars, there is grass. Here is another bar with outdoor seating. Usually there's a lot of people outside, but like I said, it is cold and windy, so most of the people are sitting inside. This bar has deals, so after 10 o'clock p.m., you can get a burger for $2.75, but you have to buy a drink. That's how they get you. Okay, so now we're getting closer to downtown Allston, the area of Boston that I live. This girl asked me if I wanted to buy any of her cookies. She's selling her cookies for $3, and this little guy is selling his candy for $2. I only had $1 bill on me. So I decided to just give them $1. She said that she was fundraising money for her 15th birthday party. So I gave her $1 and I kept moving. So now we're walking past a liquor store where you can buy beer, wine, liquor, you name it. Pigeon walking on the sidewalk. You can see this is more downtown. We've got a McDonald's here. You'll see a lot more people walking on the street. It's a lot busier street. We have stores such as 7-Eleven, Five Guys, if you want to get a burger, another man walking his dog. There's a lot of Asian restaurants around here, so we have a lot of places where you can buy sushi, Chinese food, Korean barbecue. There's a lot of places where you can get tea, like bubble tea. Here we have a smoke shop and a barber shop. So you can get your hair cut and buy your cigarettes. Crossing the street on the crosswalk. Now back onto the sidewalk. Here is where you can mail things. So walking down the street, you see there's a lot more action on the street. More cars, more people. Here is a pet shop. You can buy food for your dogs, your cats, your fish. Here is where I take my salsa lessons. So up these stairs is where I take salsa once a week. I'm still not good, but I'm learning day by day. Frozen yogurt. Here is a tattoo shop. It's actually a really good tattoo shop. I have at least one tattoo from there, and I really like how it came out, actually. Okay, I'm continuing to walk. Lots of different people walking down the street, doing their thing. There's a lot of small shops here. small shops that sell makeup, candy. There are a lot of different restaurants on the street. I think I already said that. Here is a dentist. I don't go to this dentist, but maybe I should because it's very close to where I live. More bubble tea. Here is a Brazilian cafe. So you can get your acai, coffee. Up here we have a liquor store. It's probably the biggest liquor store close to where I live. You can get beer, wine, any type of liquor. They have a really good variety, I would say. And here is a main intersection of the neighborhood that I live. And I'm going to cross the street, but I have to wait for the signal. Right now it's red. I have to wait for the walk signal to turn white. And sometimes it takes a while. And this time, it definitely takes a while. I remember waiting here for a long time. A lot of cars pass by. You see people on bikes. And I just sit here and wait. There's a police car, Boston police. Fuck the police. Just kidding, kinda. Here's the Boston bus public transportation. So we have the T, which is the train that you saw. We have the bus. We have a commuter rail. A commuter rail is trains that go further distances than the T. So there's a few different ways to get around Boston if you don't have a car. Obviously, you can also walk. You can bike. I've started to bike a lot more recently, and it's been nice. When the weather is nice, it's nice. So I'm still waiting to be able to cross this damn street to get to the other side. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Okay, any minute now, this light will turn white so I can walk. Any minute now. Sometimes you have to be patient in life. Okay, here we go. We're moving here. Crossing the street, crossing the crosswalk. Okay. On the other side of the street, here's a trash can and recycling. A bench on the side. More people walking. More street art or graffiti. This is a cannabis shop. So you can buy marijuana here. You can buy weed. You can get high if you want to. I have not been to that shop. This is a Korean barbecue restaurant, which I also have not tried yet, but I am interested because I like Korean barbecue. Here we have a music shop. I've been here to buy guitar strings, different things I might need for my musical equipment. They sell guitars, basses. This is a pizza shop where you can get pizza on the side of the road. Pretty good pizza. Continuing to walk down the street. A lot of people are just hanging out, texting. You can see by the clothes that people are wearing that it's a colder day. They're wearing pants, jackets, sweaters, masks, if you're still into that. Some kind of construction is happening here, if you see all the traffic cones. Lots of orange traffic cones. Okay, we're gonna cross the crosswalk again. Here is another smoke shop. They sell a lot of stuff for marijuana, for weed. You can buy bongs, pipes, papers. Here's a barbecue chicken place if you want to get some chicken. I'm actually getting pretty hungry watching this now. This is a club called Han. I've never been there, but they have DJs, music, dancing, that kind of stuff. Now we are coming up to McDonald's again. And here we have a communist guy ready to spread the word. And I am crossing the street even though it's a red light, because sometimes you just gotta do it. Alright, we're going into 7-Eleven because I need to buy milk. Next time I make a video like this, I'll try to hold the camera a little bit more steady. Okay, I'm going to get milk. I got whole milk because I think that whole milk tastes the best, and I make lattes every morning. So I use whole milk for my lattes. Now I am waiting in line to be able to buy my milk. This lady is paying for what she chose to get at 7-Eleven. Okay. Now it is my turn to pay for my milk. So I put my card in the machine. And it got declined the first time. I don't know why, so I did it again. And it got approved. Taking my milk and getting the fuck out of 7-Eleven. We've got our milk. You can see there's a lot of graffiti on the brick walls. It's not the best graffiti I've seen, but I like graffiti. I think it sets a cool vibe. Walking down the street with my shoes on my feet. open the door, walking up the stairs, using my key to open the door. I am always greeted by the lovely Geezer and Tony, who are always happy to see me. And that is it. I got my milk for my coffee tomorrow, and I hope you could hear any of that. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a few things, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep seeing more videos. Maybe like this video if you liked it. If you didn't, you don't have to like it. I will not be mad at you. Yeah, so see you next time, and thank you for watching.